Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be working on the Chevy Cobalt today. Putting new lower control arms in. Already got the driver's side done, so we'll be doing the passenger side. Figure I'd show you guys how to do it, in case anybody is curious about how to do it. So, my name is Brandon. I've got about 15 years experience working on cars. This is my own personal shop. I'll give you guys a quick tour of it here. Got the Chevy Cobalt up on the rack. And we've got a 2004 Saturn Ion here. It had a melted piston in it. It's an Ion Redline, so it is supercharged. It's a pretty nice little car. It's got Recaros in it. I bought this car and it had a burnt piston, so I pulled the oil pan, pulled the head, replaced the piston, rod bearings, rings, honed the cylinder. And it's all good. I just need to send the computer off to get a new tune in it, because it does have upgraded 60-pound injectors, smaller underdrive supercharger pulley, cold air intake, coilovers, stage 3 clutch in it. I mean, it's pretty fast. I've driven it a couple times. Then we got the regular cab shore bed here we're working on still. Bought this truck wrecked. It was hit over on this side pretty good. It destroyed the bedside, so I got a new bedside straight from General Motors for it. Destroyed the rear bumper, but we've got a roll pan we're gonna put on it over there. Didn't really do any damage to the cab, but it did get the front fender and the core support. So I've already got a new core support in it, new front fender on it. It tore up these bumper brackets pretty good, so I put new bumper brackets on it. And it's just kind of a work in progress, not really in a hurry to get it done or anything. It's just kind of when I got spare time. The next video I post, we will be putting new rocker panels on it. Somebody that owned the truck before me put these cover-up rivet-on rocker panels on it, and I'll be replacing those, cutting out the original rocker panels and welding in new rocker panels. So if that interests you, stick around for that. And then also we'll have a video on this. Is a 2008 Chevy Malibu that I did timing chains in, and it seems to be having some body control module issues in it, so I will be replacing body control module in it and reprogramming it. So stick around for that too. This should be coming up within the next week or so. This is my son's basket case of a 69 Oldsmobile Cutlass. I've given him 10 months to get off his lazy butt, come down here and work on it with me, or I'm going to sell it. So it might be for sale in 10 months. If anybody's interested. It does have quarter panel rot, and driver's floorboard is rotten in it. The lower fenders are pretty much trashed, but it is a good solid car. Got a good frame on it. It is going to be an LS swap project, so it's got a lot of good bones left in it. And this is I can't believe I'm going to show you this because it's terribly dusty, 1970 Pontiac GTO. So it is a real GTO. It's a 242 car, 4-speed, 400, extremely rare option car, Formula 1 steering wheel option. Oh, it's dusty from sitting in this garage. Grid rear window glass, probably the most rare option it has, and it is pepper green with a 4-speed with green interior. So super rare options, ugly pinstriping somebody put on it at some point, but someday it'll get restored. Not really a top priority right now. So anyway, now that we've met, we're introduced now, we will check out this 2008 Chevy Cobalt lower control arm. So the first thing you're going to want to do is where I like to start at anyway, is to pull out this 13/16 cradle bolt. Yes, it is hooked to the engine cradle. No, the engine cradle will not drop because it's hooked in 3 other spots, plus the engine mounts are holding it in because the engine's hooked to it. So don't ever worry about that falling down on you or anything like that. It won't happen. Once you get that out, you can work on your other mount bolts here. They have little keepers on them. You definitely want to put those back with the new control arm because they help center it. And if you don't, your alignment will be way out of whack. And then you have a bolt and nut here, 16 millimeter on this side over here, 15 millimeter nut. Take those out, give this a couple good whacks with a hammer. It'll come right out of there and slide right out. So I'll be right back when I get all the bolts out. We got all the bolts out. We got that one out, sitting right here. These two are still in. They are loose. I just wanted to show you taking them out with the creeper, or the keeper. So you want to hang on to these for sure. So put that out. The nut's already off of this, so I'll just pull your bolt out. Sometimes they can bite you a bit, but not too bad today. So then we're going to take a hammer, give this good couple whacks, and that ball joint will come out of there. There it is. So once you got it loose like this, the worst part is trying to get it out of that. Give it a little bit of a tug, stretch. Might have to get a pry bar. Get a pry bar on it to try to help it out of there. Pry bar. Try to open that gap up a little bit. Come right out of there. Now, as you can tell, this mount right here is pretty jacked up. You can see it's split in a few places. The other side is even worse, though. I'll show it to you. It was practically ripped completely out. So that was definitely where our rattling was coming from. So, easiest way to get the new one in, take your little control arm, grab it right here, put that up in there, give it a wiggle, try to get it into the right spot. It is difficult with one hand. Hang on just a second. We got it up in there. As you can see, our bolt holes are nice and lined up. Now at this point, I always like to stick one of our bolts with the keeper on it back in there, just to try to hold it in place. Just start it down a few turns, and then you get the rest of this ball joint in. Honestly, they're not too bad. Just move your ball joint around a little bit, get it loosened up. Try to mock it up as close as you can, then you'll have to kind of move the spindle around to get it in there. So I'll put it down right here. Maybe you can see. All right, so ball joint in. Put your bolt back in. Ball joint goes. Actually, hang on a second. I almost forgot. This control arm did come with a new bolt. It's always good to, if they give you a new bolt, use the new bolt. Just because you don't know how bad the old one has been stressed. So I would imagine on a little tiny car like this, probably hasn't been stressed too bad, but you never know. So, our new nut on. We're going to put our other bolt and keeper in on this side. So before you put your bolt all the way down there, you definitely want to get your keeper seated on that side because it is kind of a tight fit. So get that started. And then before you tighten everything up, you want to put your big old bolt back in for your lower control arm, because you kind of got to or for your cradle, because you kind of got to wrestle it around a little bit. Get it up in there. So, tighten all those up. Put your wheel back on. Got your new lower control arm. So, yeah, that's it. You got any questions or comments or anything, just leave them in the comments below. Like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot more work here pretty soon. So, thanks for checking out my channel, guys. We'll see you later.